Joe Hart back where he was the number one until a change of management and a change of style for goalkeepers. Here we go. In recent years for Manchester City. Remember, Vincent Kompany came in like a David Silva before that started. But goodness me, making the decision to join the club. It's one of the best things they've ever done. It's a breakaway here, and it's fired in by Martin Petrov, the Bulgarian back in England. And I think the goals are going to flow tonight, and Manchester City, the legends have got one. It came down that side of the pitch, Andy.
Gary, what on earth are you doing? How many times we criticise defenders for ball watching? I think Gary Neville's maybe worried about a lack of pace, but what on earth he's doing here, stepping up. Ashley Cole plays on Martin Petrov, and you're never going to catch him. Edwin van der Sar gets his angles all wrong. 1 minute played, 1-0 City.
Yeah,
Gary Neville, he just doesn't stay with his man, does he, Martin? What on earth is he thinking? What on earth is he thinking? You can't allow Petrov in behind you like that.
I'll tell you what he was thinking. I hope he misses. But he didn't, and Bulgaria could have done with Martin Petrov on Saturday at Wembley, where they had none of that sort of firepower. And no, we might see one or two generous decisions from the assistants. Well, not that one. He's out of the pitch. He's pushed up again. Long challenge. And here's Aguero. Zabaleta on the burst. Now David Silva. He's also said it's his last season. Here's the goal scorer Petrov. It's a very good cross, and it's just nicked away from Wright Phillips by Michael Carrick. Always plays as though he's got another 3 gears in his the Dutchman de Jong. Gary Neville shuttles across. Jamie Carragher tries to close down. That's a slip in the end. Another slip. But I think just the presence of Aguero terrified the life out of even Mikel Arteta, who coaches him. Passing happily is forward whenever possible. Nasri. And Mark Halsey has given the free kick.
Well, Paul Scholes was a terrible tackler, even in his heyday, in his prime. There's one, that should be a free kick. And he thinks, I didn't get him first time, I'm certainly going to get him the second.
Well, Nigel de Jong fancies this one. And the deflection brings a corner.
Well, he's from the last City player you expect to actually take this free kick. Not the bravest wall you've ever seen, but it does its job. Jamie Carragher, of course, scored more own goals in the Premier League than actual goals at the right end. So he does that still very effectively. Keane going in, Zabaleta easing out of it. Mark Halsey being asked the question by the Irishman. Well, Robbie Keane's complaining to Mark Halsey that he was fouled in, but he's never going to get to the ball, and Zabaleta has just stepped in front of him.
Premier League all-star break here with Nicky Butt. And Perse in the middle. Keane's gone short. Oh, and it's a decent hit from Giggs. That could have been in any era over the last 30 years.
Absolutely, it's not easy in a ball coming across your body, but when you're Ryan Giggs, there's a fair chance you're going to strike it on target, and Hart had to be sharp. We mentioned earlier,
Scholes. And Joe Hart has stopped Robin van Persie clipping in the equaliser. Fine goalkeeping.
Well, he just about stayed up long enough. If he goes to ground here, the ball gets dinked over him, or if Van Persie decides to slide it down the side of him, it's 1-1. Tries to be a little bit too clever, but Joe Hart has actually stayed up. And
that's done by Giggs. Scholes with the flick. Carrick first time, spot on. Van Persie, Keane, lovely goal. 1-1. Well, you could call it a blast from the past, but it was a Very, very eye-catching in the present.
Yeah, it all starts with Michael Carrick. He's been absolutely outstanding, but it's one-touch football, and that can catch out any defence. Great understanding, actually, between Van Persie and Robbie Keane. The way that Keane gets away from Van Persie, no chance for Joe Hart, and keeping that out.
Nasri still looks as young, and the Van der Sar pulled out at the last minute. Bellamy was trying to get some contact there and get a penalty.
I think
Edwin was too wise.
He knew he wasn't going to score. The angle was against. Just hoping the keeper was really committed and took him out. That's what he was waiting for, Bellamy, and it just never happened.
They scored. It was offside, Bellamy, and Van der Sar saves it. I say they scored in the first few seconds. There it is, right on the dot. So for Vincent Kompany.
Joe Hart being replaced at half-time by number 29, Richard Wright. Number 8,
Richard Wright has come on in goal. In place of Joe Hart.
Finally, number 20, Elias Quabo. Being replaced by number 27, Ben Tardy.
I'm kind of also thinking of the interest of Man City. You know, I don't want them to drop anything in the race for the league title, but it was great to see them on the pitch. They're true legends, and as I said, I'll be back for David Silva's testimonial and hopefully Kun's as well.
And a special moment for your brother too.
Yeah, I wanted to play with him today. It was a dream we always had. we'll have to wait a little bit more, but yeah, he's a good player. He's done all his youth team levels in good clubs, so I want to see him. Van Persie. Yeah, great goal.
Right, you got some re-things to do. Go back over there.
Yeah, it's not his fault though.
Robin Van Persie stealing the show there and putting the Premier League All-Stars in front. It's a lovely goal.
Well, he's made one, now he's scored one. He has looked really lively. It's just a little give and go. Just follows his pass. No one stays with him. As we saw so many times during his career, just that composure, just to pass the ball into the bottom corner. It's a brilliant finish.
Might have been a little trip by Arteta. They've got a lead to defend, and they have been defending pretty well in the shape of Michael Carrick. He's now, it's right on the edge. Arteta and Bellamy. Nasri's there as well, but Bellamy, the wall does its job.
He did the right thing and did injure his opponent, but he's a fully committed player still.
It's Lescott's turn to be fully committed. So, a decent try from Rafael van der Vaart. He has had one or two games. Bellamy. Given. In the end, the Premier League stars get it away.
Yeah, that is the major problem for Ryan Giggs. Any game that he plays in, you expect him to reproduce that goal.
A lovely pass from Scholes, and Van Persie gets a corner off Francois Kompany.
All the times Paul Scholes has to complicate the game to make it a challenge. How about that? A little sliced pass, beautifully weighted. Some players, it's hard enough playing that with you. The instep of your left foot, let alone the outside of your right. Brilliant.
Percy again, but pursued by Ireland. Got Bellamy with him. Here's Craig Bellamy. Over here is shortly coming off. Can he set up an equaliser? Well, he maybe should have done. Martin Petrov. Nasri. Ireland. Nasri again. Manchester City 2-1 down at home. And here's Petrov with a lot to aim at. Very good stop by Given. He rightly telegraphed where he was going to put it. And Given outfoxed him with a dive.
He's how sharply he had to get across his line because he's near post. And the ball is played wide, Shea Given. Then he has to scamper across his goal line. I think the touch from Petrov just enables Shea Given to have a good look at where.
Let's see on the move. Save taking over. Past Francois Kompany, but Touré's there.
I think Robin van Persie's got a touch of cramp.
Well, we hope it's that, and not another hamstring. I think Craig Bellamy summed it up very well. You know, you do push the body beyond its limits when you become an ex-player.
I think he was cramping up, and all he wanted is to get a quick drink and carry on playing. But the way he's moving, and sometimes you forget how good this player has been in the Premier League.
Be honest, were you worried after 2 minutes?
It wasn't 2 minutes; it was 28 seconds.
Now, also as well, talk me through Michael Carrick. A Rolls-Royce of a performance tonight already.
Except perhaps Joey Barton, who got sent off. That's out. A sharp break. Arteta. Oh, it was a lovely ball, and had it been on his left foot, I think it might have been 3-1. Petrov wants another crack. On a left foot like his, you can't blame him, even at 40 years old. Now Benjani. Petrov again. I don't think he's going to take Shea Given by surprise, is he?
It's a couple of attempts that he's had, but hasn't been.
And competitiveness. Who, me? They all had some chats in the past, some cards would have been shown by Mark Olsey to Paul's girlfriend.
How many times in his career he made challenges like that are clearly fouls, and he turns around to the referee and says, "What?"
Yeah. Another Dutchman. Oh, Belgium. Oh, it's an equaliser from Benjani. Back with a bang, and that famous celebration from the Zimbabwe international. It's 2-2.
It's just all about his desire to get on the end of a very straight free kick. It's not easy to guide this away from a goalkeeper when the ball is moving away from you. The timing in a jump is perfect. No chance for Shea Given to keep that out.
The 90 minutes are up, and it's finished. A joyous finale.